Hi everyone. This we are interview here. My friend Ashish, who is currently a student in Trinity College Dublin. So this video is an effort to help students who may be considering Trinity College Dublin or courses that Ashish is studying here, so that they get an idea about what they would be expecting when they come to this place or this college, or they get an reference if they want to compare the courses or the college with their other options. We'll start our interview. I have in front of my friend Ashish. I'll let him introduce more about himself. Over to you, Ashish.
Hi everyone, whoever watching this video. So first of all, thank you Avinav for this opportunity to share my experience at Trinity College Dublin. So I am from Odisha, India. So I have done my bachelor's in information technology from KIT University, Bhubaneswar. And after that, I completed my bachelor's in 2018, and I have a 4 years of working experience as a database developer. Mostly, I work on SQL Server and ETL development side. And apart from that, after gaining 4 years of experience, I decided to do my master's in data science. So this thought came around during the COVID time. I wanted to explore more what I can do, because I am not fully into coding, but I enjoy my job, what I was doing based on SQL development and ETL side, and SQL Server integration services. And also I decided to explore more on that, and I really like Python during my college time. So I started working on that. Then I got a clear idea like what all data science includes and what we can do. Then when I started looking for colleges, I thought to be frank, I thought UK as an option and Ireland. These both countries I considered. From apart from comparing the fees and all, I finally selected Trinity College Dublin because it is like world's best college for masters and it has a good reputation. So that's it.
Yeah, thank you. You already covered a few portion of what I was going to ask next. The next
Okay.
question was particularly which course you are studying in Trinity, and how did you come about selecting this course and college? So you already mentioned you had considered UK as your first option.
Yeah.
So what other option did you have in mind when you started with? So did you have other countries in mind as well, apart from UK and Ireland, or other colleges in mind that you have a reference point from, maybe from your seniors? And how did you come about choosing data science itself, if you say? So if you could touch on that.
Yeah, so basically, when I started looking, like when I decided like I want to go for masters, so I'll answer the later question first. So how I decided for data science. So I already, as I mentioned, I am not a much of a coder. So when I was exploring the things that are studied in data science, like it fascinated me more. So like Python and all the rest of the things like machine learning, which I had like a few interest earlier from my college times. So all this drive me to take data science as a master's. And then coming to the college, how I selected the college. So first I had Canada as my first preference. But if you go through their uh, all the colleges and the courses that they have, so it is basically based on major on computer science, and you will get some subjects of data science. So if you are looking for a complete master's in data science, you will get a 10-month course. It is not even a full year. So, and in Canada, you have a rule like if you have a 2 years of studies, then you can get a 3 years of work permit, or else you won't get, you will get only 1 year. So I was a bit skeptical about that. So then coming to UK, so I from there I discarded Canada. Then coming to UK, so I applied for University of Glasgow and University of Birmingham. Then once I got the acceptance letter and once I checked everything, the fees were quite high, like what budget I had. So then my last resort was Ireland. So I applied for two colleges here, the Trinity College and National College of Ireland. So I got offer from both the colleges, but then from LinkedIn and everyone point of view and their reviews on both the colleges. and the course structure, I found Trinity to be much more compelling. So I took Trinity College, and the course structure in Trinity, like I found it very challenging and very well structured. So I opt for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So we have already started getting into the course level. So the next question continues on that. So what are the subjects that you are studying, that you have studied? So for the viewers' information, you just have completed semester 1 right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Current student, you still have semester 2 and 3 to go.
yeah.
So, but from your semester 1 experience, what are the subjects that you studied, and which were the most challenging ones?
So by going by the subjects in the first semester, so we had five domain subjects and one optional subject. So domain subjects were machine learning, scalable computing, data analytics, data visualization, um, innovation and research. And my optional paper was information retrieval and web search. That I opt. You can have other options as well. And in semester two also, you will have the same like six subjects. Four will be compulsory and two will be optional. And the third semester is completely based on your thesis, whatever project or thesis you want to do. You have to decide with your professor. So coming to the first semester, so the most challenging, I would say, and the most exciting and the most challenging and was the scalable computing, because the here once you come here, like I am from India, our education system is completely different. How we had our engineering, and in masters when you come, it is a self-taught program, so you have to be equipped. Like you have to learn everything by your own. Like professor will give you explain you the topic what it is about, but the projects, like in scalable computing, you will have two major projects in the semester within 3 months and three assignments, and it will be like mostly individual as well as in group. So like you will get to learn a lot, like how to work in a team, how to coordinate, how to like explore. Like everyone can use Google, but how to search efficiently within the constant time, it will challenge you as well as you'll learn a lot. And in scalable computing, the most exciting thing is you will definitely, like if you will be thinking like I have a work experience of 6 years or more years, and if someone is a fresher, how the competition will be equal. But don't worry, Trinity has all its way to bring everyone to the same level and start from ground zero. So the project that you'll get in all these courses, and mostly in scalable computing, it will be new for everyone. The professor is very intelligent and very good at this stuff. So he gives you every year will get a unique project, and it won't be same as the last year. So get ready to be challenged if you're coming to Trinity. And coming to the, like I won't say the easiest subject, but I loved this subject because I had some experience in like past, while I was working for the MNC. So there was a subject called data visualization. I enjoyed it because I knew Power BI how to use. So I have done most of my assignments using Power BI, and that subject is like open to any tool. So you can use any tool to work upon, like any visualization tool. You will enjoy that subject a lot. You can learn any technology. There is no constraint like you have to do the assignment based on this technology or this programming language. It is up to you how you want to learn, how you want to shape your future or your career. So if you are planning to go ahead with Python, or you want to be a full stack Python developer, like you want to know how to visualize in Python, how to do data analysis using Python, or how to build a machine learning model in Python, so you can choose Python in every subject. If you want to if you want to select in which language I want to code or something.
So Ashish, you talked about the most challenging subject and the subject that you loved the most. So could you touch on the other four subjects that you mentioned? There are six total subjects. So how were your experience on the other four subjects?
So apart from scalable computing and data visualization, the second most toughest paper that I felt was machine learning, as I don't have any prior experience to that subject earlier. So machine learning, the professor is quite good. He has a lot of experience and lot of teaching experience in this subject, and he's a professor in Trinity since a long time, and he has like 100 plus research papers under his name. He's really good, but the lectures that we'll have in ML, it will be detailed, and the course lectures that he provides, you can also find the video lectures back from 2020 during the COVID times over the Blackboard portal that we have. So it like you can go back to the lectures and learn things. If you have missed out or you are forgetting, you can always refresh your memory. And apart from the subject, coming to the assignment should be like aligned with your course structure. So, however, the week passes, whatever uh, topics the professor has completed, he will give you the assignments, and there will be like four weekly assignments and one group project and one final assignment. The final assignment will have the weightage of 50% of your marks, and the group project will be of 30%, and the four assignments weekly that will be of 5 marks each. So, it will have the 20% weightage of your total marks. So, talking about the next subject, that is my optional information retrieval and website. The professor is really sweet, and she will explain you all the topics are related to how to retrieve data from web and what all retrieval functions are there. You will learn everything, and mostly you will be using Lucene to do your assignments and all. So it will be like two assignments and one final project. The final project will have 50% of your total mark. That is a group project, and assignments will be the individual ones. It will be easy for you if you have a bit of experience in Java, so you'll do good in that subject. Now talking about research and innovation, so it is for the people who have like a bit of entrepreneurship in them. So if you want to build your business in future, or you want to know how from the basics blocks how to start your business, it will give you some idea. If you are planning for your like if you are planning to start your own company, in that the assignments will be mostly based on groups, and at end you will have one 25 marks individual assignment. So it is the easiest, I can say. You can do it. You don't have it is not technical. You don't need any technical support for this assignment, for this subject to do the assignments. And what are the other subjects we have?
You have covered ML data analytics.
Data analytics, so it is the only paper that has 10 credits, so it is spread across both the semesters. So in first semester, you will have normal lectures, and the professor is really good. He will explain you all the statistics concepts. So mostly will be based on the teaching will be based on probability and statistics. The professor will cover each and every topic in class, and he'll give you the support material, and as well as in lab also he'll give you questions, as well as after 2 weeks he will give you the answers how to proceed, not the entire answer but the approach what you should have followed to get the results. And it will have like classes and lab both. And it is like in the first semester you won't have any exams or assignments related to the subject, but in the second semester you will have a written exam as well as a group project for that. And the last subject, what we have.
No, I think you covered all ML, DA, DV, research, IR, scalable. You have covered all six.
Okay.
So from your answers, Ashish, it looked like you were mentioning a lot of assignments, projects. So the next question follows up on that. How did you feel about the load of assignments and projects? And was that too much? Was that moderate, manageable? How was that?
so so if you want to talk about the how hectic the schedule is and how intensive the course structure is, so if you are coming for masters, we all know that across world the masters is of 2 years, but in Ireland, we have in Trinity College the masters is of 1 year. So in 1 year they will cover a lot of things, like if you guess around, you have 12 subjects across 2 semesters, which are of 3 months each. So you can imagine how much it's going to be hectic for you to complete all the six subjects along with their individual assignments and projects. And there will be some interviews also by the professors regarding any project. So it will be hectic, but you will enjoy every bit of the learning curve. The main thing is like you have to manage uh, how to divide your time across all the six subjects, because like scalable it will be lengthy, it will be hectic, but you can't devote every hour what you have for studying to scalable. You have to plan how many hours you can give for scalable. Then machine learning will also take up time. Research and innovation will take the most least time, you can say, but every other subject needs your attention. You can't ignore any subject. The best solution tell is never, like if you are feeling alone or you are feeling anxious, like how do I complete, always have a group, study group. Parting group is fine, but you should always have a core study group which like motivates you, which pushes you, like they are doing, I can also do, you can. And if you are feeling shy, don't be an introvert, always ask for help. I also fumble a lot, I also have a lot of hurdles doing the assignments. I ask my roommates, I ask my peers, and I ask my professors any doubt I have. Be frank. You are coming, you are paying a lot of money to study masters. You are coming here, you are spending, you are taking huge loan, or your parents are sponsoring your studies. So don't hesitate to ask question, because if you don't ask question, you will fumble. You will face issues while completing the assignments, and the assignments are not going to be like our engineering assignments. And here plagiarism is a very big issue. You can't afford to get caught in plagiarism and all, because it Trinity always supports 0% plagiarism, so you can't take the risk. And don't do that, please guys. I honestly say don't try anything from Google or just copy paste. You have to do your assignments by your own, so you have to give your time. And one suggestion, once coming, like if you are coming to Trinity first for one semester, try how the course is going for you, how hectic it is. Then search for part time. Don't go for part time at the beginning of the semester. You will face issues. Like even when I came, I had also a lot of dreams, like I'll do part time as well as studies, but it will be difficult. I'm not saying people are not doing, but it will be difficult. So first give a try how the college is, how the courses are going for you. Are you able to submit your assignments on time, or it is always you are submitting at the end time? So check and make a timetable, because timetable would really help. And the courses will be like Monday to Friday you will have classes, so you have to figure out, and you have to study every day. Give some time to the studies, and weekends you can take a break and enjoy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you, Ashish. So it's good that even with your answers, you are trying to give some extra suggestions and mm, motivation to whoever is listening to this video. I think this will really help them. So my next question would be the teaching approach. How did you like the teaching approach of the professors here? So I understand you would have experience of a mix of teaching approaches by six different subjects, but maybe you can cover a few where and how was your in general satisfaction with the teaching approach, given that Trinity College is a renowned college, high ranking college, so people would be considering this as a major factor, probably, that how is the faculty there, how is the teaching itself.
Yeah, so rather than going to the teaching approach of each teacher one by one, so I'll give you an overall approach.
Yeah.
So as I'm from India, so there the education system is very different how they teach. So basically, what we have, the professor comes into the class, he explains you everything. You have the lecture notes, you study, and you like mug up or you vomit and go and vomit in the exam paper. Like what we have experienced in our engineering, back from my engineering college. So you have written exams, majority was the written exam, and only few marks was devoted to the practical. But you are coming for masters to Trinity, here the approach is entirely different. So out of six subjects in the first semester, we didn't have written exam for any of them, apart from scalable computing, which has only had a midterm of 15 marks. But the majority thing we will face is the assignments and the real life projects. So you have to be very careful in the lectures and the professors. Here the teaching approach is like, suppose you are learning a concept related to linear regression. So it's a machine learning topic. So if the professor will teach you everything about the linear regression, like he will show you the how it works, how where it can be applicable. But once you get the questions will won't be like use linear regression and solve this. No, it will be a real life based question. You have to seeing the data set, you have to figure out which machine learning algorithm you are going to use. Like that it will be. So and the professor will cover every topics. This is I'm talking about the major subjects. The professors will cover the lectures and will give you overall idea. And that and here in Trinity, the professor's main aim is not to make you comfortable with any programming language or with any technology. Their concept is their main focus is to make you confident with whatever topics they are making you understand, so you understand the fundamental. Like in scalable computing, we'll never hear from the professor about any particular technology. He is open to any technology you use, but at the end he will need what he has asked for. So in scalable computing, he will touch base on hundreds of new upcoming technologies that will be relevant in upcoming 5 to 10 years. He will also take you back in times and what technology you used to use. And the project will be based on the real life implementation. How it is going to help in future, you will just make a prototype of it. So it's going to be challenging, but you'll learn a lot. So all the subjects will be based like that. They will focus on concept and fundamentals, and it is a self-taught program. So you have to do a lot of hard work from your home. You have to give like really a lot of time to understand the concept, to practice your things, because no professor will uh, give you special attention. There will be a class of 40 to 80 students in every subject. So if you have doubt, you can email them, you can go after class and ask them, but they won't be seeing like what you are doing in the class like you used to have in school or college times.
Yeah.
So it's up to you.
Yeah, that's a good insight. Also, Ashish, when students think about joining a course, a college, they also think about the student activities happening there, the clubs, the various societies at the college. So, you being a master's student, how does it differ for a master's student? As Because the coursework you said is very intensive, and so, do master student get time for clubs and activities in the college, or that's just a bachelor's thing? So, could you shed some light on
Yeah.
that?
So to be like, if you ask me honestly, I am a bit jealous about, I am a bit jealous of it, because bachelor's, if I would have done my bachelor's year, I would have enjoyed all the societies, because they have a tremendous number of societies and they are really exciting. Because when we first came in our first semester, I remember after 1 month they had a society fair during the when you enter the college, there are a lot of societies. They have put on their shops and tents, and people are enrolling themselves. I was also damn excited. I enrolled in around 5 to 6 societies, but I haven't gone to any one of it till now, because the course was for me, because I feel like I have to put a lot of hard work to complete my assignments. But people are there who are still managing and enjoying the weekends in those societies. But for me, like, I didn't have much time personally to go for any society. But there are a lot of societies, and bachelor students, if you are a bachelor student, you have 4 years. As in India, here also you have 4 years to enjoy each and every society. But for master students, I feel it becomes a little bit of hectic, because my most of my friends also enrolled, but they couldn't afford to go to those societies over weekends, or many societies had their timings around our lecture times or our
Mm.
project times, so we couldn't afford to go there. But anyways, if you can manage, you can, it's well and good, you can opt for it. But there are around, I must say, there are around 120 to 130 societies here. Yeah, whatever you want, every type, any kind of things you are interested in, starting from debate, painting, and if you are like into sports, there are a lot of sports community. Everything is there.
Yeah.
but the main thing is time, which is expensive.
Yeah. And so about Ashish, so from your experience so far, can you single out any one thing that you like the most about the college?
The most I like the most about the college is the architecture. I'm just kidding. It's a phenomenal campus, and the most, like, the best thing I would say that I never thought that I would be able to challenge myself this much. I never thought that I'll be able to cope up with the subjects and everything with such a short span of time within 3 months. All these subjects and all these assignments and all this, like, it's like a experience. You are, like, you are putting in the money for the experience,
Hmm.
not not just for the college name. It's an experience that will take you, like, you will remember for your life.
Yeah.
So, like, students are there from across the globe. Every student's mindset you will get to know, like, how their approach is, how the competitive, how it is the healthy competition, how you are collaborating with different country students, and you are building or working on the same project. So you will find that very exciting. Like, coming from India, when I first made groups with different people from different country, it was very exciting. It was challenging to make them understand my accent and to get and
Hmm.
to able to understand their accent, but it's a fun fact. Apart from that, you will really remember those professors. Like, at that time you will be like, this professor is very harsh, but you will, at the end, when you complete the semester, you will exactly know why that particular professor had this type of like a teaching approach, why
Hmm.
he was so strict, what he wanted to teach you. And this will build your confidence, not for the upcoming semester, but it will build confidence for your life.
Yeah.
Once you come out of Trinity, it is like coming out of Hogwarts from Harry Potter.
Yeah. Uh, you're touching various really good points there. So I hope I had a lot of time and we could expand this beyond
Yeah,
the limit. But okay, we'll touch on the specific ones later. Maybe one thing was the accent thing that you touched. That
yeah,
is really uh, a major factor when a non-native speaker comes here. So, but these
yeah.
little things maybe we'll cover up on in a separate video. But for now, I'll keep moving. So the next question is, from your assignments answer, you already touched upon the time management part. So I'll move ahead from that and come on the expense management part. So we already know, even though it's Trinity, you said was uh, cheaper than UK, your UK options, but still
Yeah.
it's a big number. So maybe people are taking loans or parent support for coming here. And even the living expenses are is quite on the news for Dublin specifically. So how would you suggest people to manage their expenses? And one could be part-time, but you already touched that it's very difficult to have part-time with this course. So was your general approach, how the expenses were, how did you restrict your expenses, how did you manage it, and what helped you?
So this part is the best part for me. So the main thing is, like, I'll give you a reality check. So don't be afraid, but it's the reality that no one speaks over. Also, YouTube, like, very few people speak about the reality. So the main thing, whatever, is that if you get into college, like, if you get like, get your visa done, everything, the first thing is, like, the housing crisis here. It is damn scary. So first, before landing to Ireland, make sure you have accommodation. Not, if even if you don't have a permanent one, at least you have a temporary one. And don't have a mindset like, once I reach there, I'll start looking staying in the Airbnb, because that will be very hectic for you. Because from my personal experience, I have seen my friends struggling in between semesters uh, to get a place to stay. And it's damn cold here if you're coming from India. So I'm basically speaking for them. It will be damn cold here when you come for the September intake. So make sure you have accommodation, at least for 3 months, so that you don't suffer during your semesters. So you can have accommodation still till September to December. And be aware of the frauds that happen. and
Yeah.
be aware of the Facebook and all those links that you go through, and never pay in advance until and unless you are sure like it's a valid property. Never pay in advance, and always ask your friends or whoever is there in Ireland if they can help. If you have made any connections from LinkedIn, ask them for help, or if they know any place if that is vacant or anything. So, but never come with a mindset that I'll stay in Airbnb and I'll find, because hardly will come 2 weeks before, and in 2 weeks it is very difficult to crack a property to stay in here.
Mm.
In 2 weeks you may get offer letter from colleges, but in 2 weeks to get an accommodation here is very
Yeah.
very challenging, so be prepared for that. And one more thing what I feel is Dublin, the rents, the housing rents are really high due to this crisis and all. The rents are really high, so be prepared. And the main thing is like, try to like try to compromise a bit with your, like if you have any specific thing for staying, like I'll stay alone and all. If you first feel in, once you get acquainted to the place, you can look for other accommodations, but be prepared for that. And coming to the expenses, like expenses you can manage if you are not a if you are a party person, like if you go to pubs and clubs for every weekend, that will be expensive, like 100 to 200 euros you'll be spending. But apart from, for normal grocery and to travel, you can, for traveling I'm saying, you can use lip card, student lip card for 1 year. It will be very helpful for you, because anywhere you go within 90 minutes it will only charge you 1 euro. Even if it's a Luas or a bus, you can take anything. And if you have like initially, or you can get cycle, as I have also got cycle to go to colleges and nearby places. And main thing here, be aware of your, be sure about where you are parking your cycle and get it locked, because here many still, the cycle gets stolen very frequently, so be aware of that.
Mm.
And coming to the everyday expenses, here nearby we have grocery shops, like in India we have Reliance Trends and supermarkets. Here also they have the same: Aldi, Lidl, Tesco, and Super Value. So I would suggest like go for the cheaper ones, like Aldi and Lidl are the cheapest here. So you can go in there. As student you'll get everything, starting from your household chores to vegetables to your baking things. Everything you'll find. So that's the thing. And if you are like, if you do a budget around, I can say, for your daily expenses including your food and all the masalas and all those spices you want, you will get within, for a month hardly will spend 60 to 70 euros. And on leap card hardly will, like you will spend 20 euros per month if you are going to college every day by bus. And if you get a second hand cycle, initially it will cost you around 150 to 200 euros, but it will be helpful. It will be really helpful in saving money in a long run.
Yeah. On the leap card part, you said 20 euros. Maybe are you counting 20 days, 10 days? Because on 20 days, maybe 2 euro per day, one to go, one to come back.
Yeah, like I'm talking about, like if you're taking like, if you count all the working days of your college, and if you're taking like every day you are planning to go by bus, so it will be around 40 euros. Like
Yeah,
going to college will be 1 euro and coming back
yeah,
will be 1 euro.
yeah.
But if you are like planning like a few times, like my friends do, few times they take bus or
Hmm.
few times they walk by, so
Yeah,
like that it will be like around 20 to 30 euros.
yeah, yeah. Good point. So we are towards the last section of this interview, and the last two questions remaining. Uh, Second last is, was it worth it so far? Because Trinity in itself, you're studying at the best college in Ireland, and one of the best ranked colleges in the world, you can say. And many dream of being in the place that you are. And having had that dream, coming to college, now studying here, facing all the challenges, overcoming those, one semester passed, two more to go. How do you feel? Was it worth it?
Yeah, I would say it was like a life-changing experience for me. Every bit of it was worth it, because it's not about the money that I've spent, but the learning curve. Because this much knowledge that I've gained in these past 3 months, I don't think I would have done in my like the person that I am. I don't think I would have done in my last 4 years of career like what I worked in IT company, because in IT company you learn the technology you have already know and you work on and you get to know about that particular thing. But in once you come to Trinity and you start studying, you will have multiple things going parallelly, and you won't believe yourself will be managing everything like a king, and still you will be doing good. You will be getting good results. You will be like ending your semesters with flying colors. So it will be challenging as well as it will be a experience that we'll never forget.
Yeah. And now the last question. We have last 5 minutes left, and the last question which you can uh, take is uh, maybe for the just upcoming batch, if someone is coming, what would your tips be that should be? I understand there could be many things that they should consider, but the top three things that you could think that should be top of their mind while uh, before coming here.
So first thing I'll tell, to be frank, the first thing is not about the college, not about the money or anything. First thing, find an accommodation. That's the that's the most challenging thing here. Once you land here, you should have something like some place to stay in, because and prior to that, even if I'll suggest that if you don't have accommodation, like look for it really hard, so that for at least temporarily, at least for 3 months, you have a temporary accommodation. That's the most and the most important one. Second thing is, the if you are coming for data science, so it will be like I came with no experience in Python. I just had like very little conceptual knowledge about Python and all. So if you're coming, if you can just brush up your knowledge, if you are good at coding, you know Java and everything, will catch up easily. But if you are a non-coder and you don't have any experience in Java, or you haven't done any work, so I'll suggest that start like with the minimal concepts of Python, like classes and objects and how to write functions and all the basic Python fundamentals. So it will really help, so that you don't have to like start from scratch like me when the course starts, because they to be frank, no professor is going to teach you the basics of Python.
Yeah.
They will tell you the concepts, the technology that you choose, and mostly I know you will choose Python because it is easy to learn. But it will be much more easier if you learn. You don't have to spend that extra hours that I have spent to learn the basics if you have done it earlier. Because I know once you have get acceptance, you will have lot of time in your hand. So utilize it for 1 2 months. Try Python and all. So that is the second. And the third thing I would say once you come here is like try to make some time for yourself. I know it will be going hectic and it will be crazy for you to match up with everything, but still on weekends you can find time for yourself, because it is important. Don't forget to call your family every day, because they are the main source of motivation that you will need. Here you will hardly see any sunlight, so it will be depressing sometimes. You will feel anxious along with the assignments and all. So have a close friend group, or have a group that you can chill with. You can share your what you are feeling, because no matter how you feel, you have to go through this. You have to end your semesters and you have to do well. So have a group who will support you, who will motivate you at every point of your life, who will, apart from studies, they can sit with you and talk what you are feeling, how is it. Because at times I also feel lonely and depressed. I have my roommates, they're like super cool people. So I talk to them, I express everything what I feel. So this 1 year will be hectic, but it will be one of the best experience of your life, and you'll learn a lot. So don't worry, come to Ireland. Trinity family is waiting for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashish. So this interview turned out to be very comprehensive, and I think it covers a lot of information, covers various areas, and I think it would really help people who are thinking of coming to Ireland in general, or Trinity College Dublin in particular, choosing data science course also. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
For
Pleasure
viewers,
is
we
all
both
mine.
already are friends, so it's just that I'm interviewing Ashish. and we both are studying the same course. You guys can reach any of us. I'll put the both of us Insta handle in the description. Have a good time. Good luck. All the best. Thank you, Ashish, for your time.
Yeah, thank you. See you everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.